Hello everybody and welcome to my farm at HOLLANDSCHEVELD. This is my day 3 at the farm and I just wanted to share some experiences while I'm playing along. First of all, I've got some cows, as you saw, about 30 of them, and I have a couple of items that's bugging my mind a little bit. First of all, it's about cleaning of the food area. I usually use this one, the broom. It's easy to use, it's cheap. But what I thought was that when you clean the area, the food will go back into the food tray. And it does, but not the way I was thinking. So if we look now under cows, you can see on the food the total mixed ration is 69,000 liter, which I've been feeding them with. But on the second line, under hay silage slash hay pellets, it's actually gone up with 1285 liter. So what's actually happening is that one is filling up as I'm cleaning. So let's see now, when I clean, it's now 1285. So if I go on, take my broom, go over here and clean. So place you there, and if we now go into cows, you see now the hay silage, hay pellets has increased to 2000 liter. So I'm wondering if I'm doing it wrong, if I should use a bucket in front of my tractor to like dump it in directly in the food tray if the TMR level is then being filled up, or if this is the way it is done. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to another question or wondering I have is about the manure. I have filled up the in the same area. I filled up with straw, and I couldn't find where the manure was coming out. I assume that this is the slurry point, where you fill up a slurry spreader or tanker, but I couldn't find the manure at the first until I saw here. So I guess this is the manure, which is popping up here, and I don't know actually how I'm going to pick it up, because you cannot get in here with a tractor. I think maybe here with a really small tractor and a trailer. Maybe that's the way to do it, but it seems a little bit strange, very narrow, and you have to stumble your way in here. Or if it's like that, if this point is both for slurry and for manure, I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I'm sure we're gonna try it out a little bit later. So that's the cows, and I also assume that this is the milk point. I'm gonna try that afterwards, actually. And then moving over to the sheep pen. They start producing some wool, and that's good. The first two ones, the wool pallets, I picked up by the tractor and a pallet fork from the CS package. I didn't like it that much because I purchased the one with those floating forks, which is, it's good to pick up things, but when you put them down, it's really, the pallet starts jumping up and down. So now I've actually purchased this one here, which is, I think it's called a big bag handler. It's part of the CS package. Let's see here, telehandlers. Where was it? Oh, here we go. Big bag handler. That's it. It doesn't say that you can take pallets with it or if it have straps. So again, thank you to Mr. Sealy P. I watched his mod review of this package. It was a big mod review, so but this one I saw actually had straps on it. So let's try it out. And another thing is I recognized with these CS package tools is that they all come with their own camera. So for this one also, the square bale tool, it also came with another additional camera, and this is also for this one. Usually you have two cameras on the vehicle, the outside and the inside. If you press one more time on R3, you get this camera, which is like circulating around the tool itself. So let's try this one. Might extend a little bit. There. So that's pretty easy, but I also saw that Mr. Leapy was struggling with connecting up if the pallet or the big bag is too close to each other. So if I do like this and I get the straps on, then it takes actually two pallets. So that's good in one way, but it's really hard to just pick up one. If I do this, maybe you see, even when the straps is only going around one of them, it picks up both of them. So yeah, maybe I need to go all the way out like this, maybe. Yeah, okay, good to know. So that's the big bag handler. It's pretty good. I forgot to say that for the food for the cows I use total mixed ration. I tried the mixing wagon at Ravenport because I like to do animals, and I think it's actually good profit with the milk they produce, and when they start reproducing themselves, I think it's a good business, and it's nice to have something to do around the farm except just harvesting. But the TMR mixing wagons, it took a lot of time, and the in-game wagon or mixer wagon is this one, which contains 16,000 liters. And if you get a lot of cows, then this one is really small. I think, like now I have only 42 cows, and they need maybe 100,000 liters. So it's a lot of hay, straw, and silage bales that you need to be precise with in this wagon. So what I have done, I've used one of the mods. I think it's okay to use them right now, in the beginning at least. So I use these edge grain vault silos, or multi-buying silos, and I also bought one selling point. When you start at HOLLANDSCHEVELD, you get a trailer called the Joskin 8800. Yeah, this one. This is a part of the tool pool you get, and this is very good actually. I've used it before on other maps, but the thing is with this one is that inside the cow farm the roof isn't that high. So when I started to offload, the trailer hits the roof, and the trailer and the tractor was jumping around. So I thought I need to get a new trailer. So then I bought this kind of push trailer. This one, the AgroLiner TAW30. I thought this one is perfect. This one I can use for also bringing in my harvest crops, and also for feeding the cows. So I bought that one. But then I ran into another problem, and that is that the area around the cow farm is pretty narrow. So I got in here, the offloading went perfect, but then when I came out here, the space here is very small and narrow, and I had to jiggle it and juggle it to get out of here because it's so long. You can of course back it up towards the sheep pen, but I think it's more realistic to just drive through here and going around. So that didn't work, so then I needed a new trailer, and then I bought this one, the AgroLiner, I think also. This is a 20,000 liter or 21,000 liter, and this one works perfect. For those who are new to the game, even newer than me, is that if you get one of these multi-buying points, just make sure that you get a trailer which can hold more or less everything. Because if you get under here with a, like say, a loading wagon, you can only buy like grass, hay, and straw, I think, silage maybe. But this one you can buy more or less everything. And for those who want to make a little bit money on the side, not that realistic, but I can show you. I just found out when because I had a little bit too much TMR when I fed the cows, so I thought I'd just dump it into the selling point. But then I actually made some money. So let's just test this out. Let's fill it up with TMR. Let's say 10,000 liter maybe. We can just fill it up. And you can see how much I pay for a full load up in the right corner. 970 euro for 21,000 liter. So it's pretty cheap, I think. To make this amount of TMR, it's gonna take a lot of work with mixing all the hay bales and silage bales. So if we go into this one now and sell it, or sell the remaining, we can dump that into here. And I paid 970 for this load. And let's see how much we get for it. There we go, 2,317. So over double as much as we gave for it. So if you want to do this for a living, you can do it. Drive back and forward and make easy money. Or maybe you can just put a belt system from this tank to that tank and continuously make money. I don't know. So I think that's it for today. Next thing will be, I think, a video of my next project, which is harvesting my 2 fields. Currently without any harvester in my farm, but I'll have a look at some options. So thank you for watching, and have a nice evening. Bye bye.